Learning Kitchen with C'est La Vie Wellness. My name is Lyne, and today I'm just showing you how to make a basic hummus from scratch. And hummus is a staple of the Mediterranean diet, and there's a lot of the blue zones, which is the areas where there's the most centenarian people, the people that live over 100, are doing the Mediterranean diet. They're in the Mediterranean area. So the Mediterranean diet, there's a lot of research that is linked to it that show that it's really heart healthy. And today you'll learn how easy it is to make hummus from scratch. So the main ingredient in most hummus, well, all hummus really, is chickpeas. The best way to cook chickpeas from scratch is to soak them overnight. Then the next day you rinse them, refill the pot with water, just as long as it covers it about an inch above, and then boil for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. And then you'll see how they plump up. Look at the difference. They triple in size. So 1 cup of dried chickpeas gave me about 3 cups of cooked chickpeas. So it's an easy way to do it and very inexpensive. Another way you can do it is, if you forgot to soak overnight, you can boil them for about an hour, rinse them, and then cook them for the hour and a half to 2 hours. Or you could do it in the slow cooker, which is really easy. Put them in the slow cooker, cover with water, and cook on high for 3 to 4 hours. And that should also do it. Now, chickpeas are great because they're an excellent source of fiber. Actually, most of the fiber in chickpeas, like 65 to 75% of the fiber in chickpeas, is insoluble fiber. And the good thing about insoluble fiber is that it doesn't get digested, and so it makes its way all the way to the colon, the big intestine, and there the bacteria will transform it in short chain fatty acids. And those are very nourishing for the cells of the intestinal wall. And so that's very healthy for your intestine, and it shows, there's some studies that show it can help prevent colon cancer. So great source of fiber, and the more fiber you have, the more it will stabilize your blood sugar, which means you won't feel so hungry. So chickpeas provide that fiber, and it's also a plant source of protein. The next ingredient we're going to add is sesame seed paste, or tahini. So about a 1/4 cup of tahini. Now the beauty of sesame seeds is that they're very rich in minerals, including copper, magnesium, manganese, calcium, zinc, iron, and also vitamin B1. Including sesame seeds in your meals, they're easy to just sprinkle on meals, is a great source to get those minerals in. It's a good source of fat as well. And it'll provide some fiber, so that's all good. Interestingly enough, sesame seeds also contain what's called phytosterols, and they're like cholesterol, but from a plant source. That's why they're called phytosterols. And they also can help lower LDL cholesterol, so bad cholesterol in your body. Okay, the next thing we're gonna add is some lemon juice. So about the juice from 1 lemon, which usually gives you about a 1/4 cup of lemon juice, and this adds your acidic base. You could actually use vinegar, would work as well, but the beauty of lemon juice is that it's a good source of vitamin C, and we know how vitamin C helps the immune system fight off colds, but also if you're stressed a lot, it depletes your body of vitamin C, so you do need to get some vitamin C from your food. Humans are one of the few mammals that cannot make its own vitamin C, so we do have to get it from our food or supplement. Now our next ingredient is garlic. 1 clove is usually enough unless you want it really strong. Now there's a little trick to get the skin off the garlic. You put your knife on top of the garlic and just give it a nice whack, and there you go. The skin just comes off, and then you just have to put it in your garlic press. Now you could chop it up, but depending on how good your food processor is, I usually just do I just press the garlic so that I get it already all mushed up. And the beauty of garlic is it's rich in, it's antimicrobial, antibacterial, antifungal, but it's also rich in allicin. And Allison has had some great research where it's very good for heart health because it actually helps with the flexibility of the blood vessels, and that's a good thing. It's also been linked to the reduction of certain cancers, so there's various studies with that. It's rich in sulfur compounds, which can help with cell detoxification in the body. So that's all good. Next thing, we're gonna add about a half teaspoon of salt. And salt is good to add just for the flavor. This is Himalayan sea salt, so you get a little bit of nutrition with it. So then we'll give it a whirl, and I'll move the camera so you can actually see what's going on with the next steps. But so far, it's very easy to do. Okay, so we'll just start blending this. So what you can do is just kind of do a pulse to get it going. You'll have to go in and scrape often, just because it might kind of stick. And then what you want to do is start adding the olive oil. And the amount of olive oil will depend on how creamy you like your hummus. But I like to add enough. And even after I've made it, sometimes I'll add more just to get that creaminess in. Usually around a 1/4 cup of olive oil is enough. But again, it depends on taste. You want to use extra virgin olive oil. And olive oil is a monounsaturated fat, so it's not as stable when you heat it up. You can heat it at low temperatures, but it's better to use in fresh cooking. So we're already starting to get a bit more of that creamy texture. I'm going to still add more olive oil. Okay, I don't know if you can see this, but it's just nice and creamy. So once you have that nice creamy texture, you can just put it in your serving bowl. Now, this is where you can start having fun. You could add some roasted sweet potatoes to your hummus to give it kind of a nice, a little bit sweet flavor. I've done it with roasted beets. It gives it that beautiful pink color. And it's kind of fun to serve at in February, you know, around Valentine's Day. You could also add different spices. I kept mine very basic, but cumin is a nice spice to add. You could add turmeric, then you add some anti-inflammatory properties to it. You know, you can experiment with spices, you can experiment with fresh herbs, and you can experiment with different vegetables. So once I have it all in my bowl, I will sometimes add a little bit more olive oil on top and a little sprinkle of paprika before serving. And you've got beautiful hummus that you can serve with crackers, with fresh vegetables, and maybe some pita bread. But just delicious, very, very healthy, and versatile. So I hope you learned how easy it is to make food from scratch in your kitchen, and that you don't always need to buy ready-made stuff when it's so easy to make yourself. If you like this video, click like, and be sure to look at the other videos from the Learning Kitchen, and I hope you have a nice day. Bon appétit!